Well, looky here. Salvate discipoli and salvate omnes. I'm back a little bit here and there. We'll see. I wanted to talk about a word, inflation, because inflation can not only pertain to currency, it can pertain to a lot of different things. And I've been kind of taking a step back from TikTok. I've also talked about this a little bit, but what I'm seeing is everybody wants to get famous on TikTok. And I've been just like getting really livid because I'm seeing the behavior from adults that my middle schoolers and high schoolers exhibited when I first went viral, and they all said, "Well, I'm gonna be famous like Mr. Connerly. I'm gonna get TikTok." Guys, look at my followers. Yes, I have quite a few. Do I care? No. I lose like 100 a day. I gain like 50. I lose some. I gain some. I go down. I go up. I'm seeing all these people. They get like, like when people pout and are like passive aggressive, they're like, I don't know why somebody stopped following me. I'm sorry. I think you'll be okay. Probably was just a bot, anyways. And what I want to go ahead and talk about here, first off, is that I, on my entire virality over the 2 years, because I'm no longer a part, they pulled me because I throw too much shade at people, I guess. TikTok doesn't like me doing that. I'm going to do whatever I want because I'm me and I do me. But I lost my train of thought there. But over the entire 2 years that since I've gone viral, I would say the culmination of the money that I've accumulated from TikTok is below 500. I would say 350 bucks. Can you live off of 350 bucks for 2 years? No, especially right now. I go to the grocery store, one trip is 350. Jesus criminy. But that being said, though, I want us to understand, or hopefully, because I'm literally, you guys, like, I'm seeing people sitting in their living rooms and they're like, "Wah, wah, 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 wah," or they put up their Cash App. And I know I've talked about this. I don't mean to belabor the point, but I'm just trying to reinforce the understanding of if everybody starts to get to 20,000 followers on TikTok, then that's just going to raise the bar. It's follower inflation, essentially, right? So if everybody gets followers and everybody gets accepted to the creator program, TikTok's not going to pay you guys all that money. Remember, TikTok is gambling. And I know that I've also probably gotten pulled from the creator account because for the amount of times that TikTok has tried to give me a discount on promoting my videos and me never putting a single cent into TikTok. That is truthful. I will never put any money. I will never put money in promoting a video because what they do, if you guys didn't know, is that for certain videos, they'll be like promote to get more views, more followers. And I've clicked on it a couple times to just see what it means. And it says, all right, pay this amount for it to be seen by 5,000 people. Pay this, see? So what are you doing? You're literally just putting money in to get money out, to put money in to get money out. Sounds like gambling though, because you have no security with this. It's very volatile, you guys. Volatile is another great word that I could definitely get into, but not in this video. We're just going to talk about inflation. And I know that I've been doing quite a little bit of a ramble bamble, but that being said, it's like, people are like, yeah, you know what, to get into the creative fund, I'm just going to post every single time I open the app. Are we really just going to do that? Like, what kind of content is that? That's garbage. And I understand people don't want to work. I get that. But we got to work. And when you don't work, what happens? Have you ever heard of the gold medalist syndrome? Well, this is something that happens, and I also read about it when, the guy that wrote the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F, that was the first bestseller. He had been writing books and trying to get famous, and then finally he hit fame like that, and he was like getting, buku bucks and doing all this stuff. And then he said that after like a week of playing his Switch and not leaving his house and door dashing and just living the dream and getting his dream apartment and blah, 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 and this and that, he just got severely depressed because he had achieved this magnum opus of his. And then what now? So the gold medalist syndrome is the same thing because you guys can look it up. A lot of the time, gold medalists can either, well, there are suicidality, but also just depression because these people go throughout their entire lives, um, you know, to get to this point in the Olympics. And for them to get the gold medal and they get it, then now what? What's the next step, right? So at the end of the day, I don't know why I went on a little bit of a tangent with that, but we got to work. We got to do something with our lives. We got to have purpose. That's why if I'm not working, I volunteer when I can. God, it feels good, man. I don't know, just giving your services. Volunteering for me is sometimes like going to the animal shelter. Sometimes it's hitting up my neighbors because a lot of them are disabled and have disabilities, and I'll do yard work with them right now and stuff like that, and getting outside and whatnot. But it's about purpose. And I'm just sick of seeing all this. It like with AI, it's like everybody's becoming so mushed, mushed, mushed. None. Okay, I'm done. Gosh, I'm sorry. I have a lot of thoughts with this though, because I mean, I I don't want to work sometimes, but then when I don't work or when I'm not doing something that I'm putting my efforts into, and that's what dopamine is, guys. Dopamine, that's why people get hooked on slots. It's not the reward, it's the anticipation of the reward. And that reward doesn't always occur, but when it does, then it gets reinforced, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to do it again. That's why slot machines are really problematic for gamblers, right? Because it's the anticipation of the reward. I think that people have a lot of misconceptions with dopamine. I've done a podcast. I've done the etymology on all those kinds of neuro transmitters and neurohormones, really. Um, but that being said, ramble bamble, big time. Inflation, into. It actually is an assimilated form of the Latin verb inflare, but I wanted to assimilate and break it down into in plus flare, because in means into, flare means to blow, but inflare in the Latin means to blow into or to blow up, essentially. And that is to really blow up the amount of followers that are happening right now. If that incurs, then it's just going to blow up and raise the bar higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. This is also where we get deflate and or deflation. When you deflate something, you blow away from, or you blow down from, right? When you deflate a balloon, you take it from its fullness to its emptiness, right? And then you have things like stagflation and whatever, and that's just a made up term from, I don't know, some sort of English economist. But so yeah, anyways, I also was, all right, more ramble tangents, because people have been talking about this HubSpot guy, and I'd never heard about him before. I'd seen him a couple times, but he had created his whole platform on the fact that he, is normalizing the 9 to 5, and apparently he has left that 9 to 5 to go full time on TikTok. And then as of recent, there's been some controversy because he's been like begging for money on lives and asking for. I have no idea what these galaxies are and everything like that. Like, what can I do with a freaking galaxy, you guys? Anyways, I'm assuming that that's some sort of amount of money, but it. See how sometimes you know what? No, more power to him. But at the same time, you get roped into this, and TikTok is not a loyal boss. They'll throw you to the curb. They'll kick you to the curb. They don't care about you. I mean, you're making them money, hopefully. And if not, then, or well, not hopefully. I don't know. TikTok. Yeah. Anyways, I'm done. I'll leave it there. Nemesis Discovery.